So today I'm going to show you how to create your own hook or custom hook. Okay, so you can say that custom hook or your own hook. Okay, you can create your own hook. Okay, in React. So hook is nothing. Hook is a just normal function and it's return something and you can use this thing. This one is a simple thing. Okay, so let's create a your custom hook. Okay, so inside the src I create a folder like hook. Okay, I create a separate folder hook, hook. Okay, and this inside the hook folder here just counter hook or anything. Here I just create a component. Okay, component you can say that it's a JSX file. Okay, um, you just write your component counter hook. Okay, capital C is a standard coding standard of React. Okay, counter hook, hook dot JSX or a custom hook. You can say the counter or a custom. You can write custom hook dot JSX. Okay, okay. Then here you create a learn custom hook. Okay, this one is a normal custom hook and here I create a component a learn custom hook. Okay, learn custom hook hook dot JSX. Okay, now you just see that here inside the custom hook here I just create a function based component. Okay, this one is a normal function like it's a just RFCE. It's a React Redux ES7 React Redux shortcut. Okay, and here you just write the here create a empty fragment and inside the empty fragment here you just create something. Okay, here I just create something. Okay, here I just create a counter application. Okay, so use state is required, so that's why I don't want the React. Use state is required. Use state ht state. Okay, I already import the use state because in future I use this thing. Okay, and outside of the return statement and inside the function here I create a count const count set count. Okay, and now what can I do here I just return and here I already I create the increment decrement and everything all the function here. Okay, so in my learn component learn custom React component I just use this hook. I don't write anything, so automatically it's happen. Okay, when I write this code then you can understand properly. Okay, so now you see that here I don't do anything. I just ignore this thing. Reject. So now you see that here I just create a div div sorry it's not a Python function function increment. Okay, increment. Okay, this one is normal function, this one not arrow function, and here set count plus 1. Okay, inside the return statement and here I create another function. You can write arrow function also, so you can write arrow function like a const const and decrement like that. Okay, you can write like that also. This one is the arrow function. Okay, const decrement and a decrement. Now you see that a decrement and this one is the set count minus, and what is that you did not forget okay, I think use this parenthesis const decrement, and it's take a parameter. Okay, and return it take a parameter, and it returns something. I think just okay, there's some issues are there. Const if I write const decrement, now you see that you can write decrement, but here if I just comment out this thing, I think this normal function and arrow function create some conflict, I think. Now also unexpected view problem quick fix wrap no. Okay, here I create the normal function. Okay, function tion function, it's I created decrement. Okay, and inside the decrement, this one is the decrement, and I created another reset function also. Okay, function reset, and this reset function just set the count to 0. Okay, I think you understand. So how to use set count. Okay, set count is responsible for changing the current state. Okay, current count state. Okay, here don't want anything. Now what can I do inside? Okay, I write everything not inside the not inside the fragment, that's why it's showing error. I just comment out this thing, and I just write everything here outside of this thing. Okay, now you see that I can write this thing. I can write here. Now you see that const decrement. Now you see that decrement, I don't have any issue is there. Okay, so previously I write inside the return statement, so that's why it's showing issue. Okay, now you see that here I just simply return this thing. Okay, return this is a JavaScript, so that's why I create a player bracket, and here I just return the count, and increment, decrement, and reset. Okay, increment, decrement, and reset. Okay, just recheck this thing. Reset is a function, and I think this empty fragment is not required. Just simply return this thing. Okay, now you see that I simply return this thing. Empty fragment is not required. Okay, when I just write multiple sibling, in that time empty fragment is required. Now you see that I just return this thing. Okay, so what can I do right now? I no need to write the function again and again, so I can directly use this function inside the learn custom component. Okay, learn custom component. Okay, so here I just create a counter application, like I create a varied function based component rfce. So here I create a empty fragment. Okay, here I create a empty fragment. What can okay, here I just write some learn custom hook. I want to test it's properly working or not. Okay, so learn custom, I just import this learn custom hook. So first I comment out everything, my previous code, then I just write a learn custom hook. Okay, custom hook, just automatically it's imported. Learn custom hook, you just see that learn custom hook is automatically imported when I just insert the learn custom hook inside the app.js6. Okay, now just ls cd to my application. Okay, so ls, now I am inside this la inside this my application, my package.json file is there. So npm run dev, I run my local development server, npm run dev. Okay, now you see that my local development server is started. Just command click, now you see that learn custom hook is visible. Okay, so what can I do? Go to the learn custom hook, and here I just leave it. Okay, so here what can I do? Just create a counter. Okay, in the h1 tag, create a h1 tag and counter, count count, create a count, and here I just write something. Okay, here I just write the count. Okay, so where I get this count? So outside of the return statement, inside the learn custom, here you just write const I just now you see that first custom hook. Okay, and here you just import the custom hook. Okay, now you just see that my custom hook I just now you just see that here I just create a custom hook, and I extract the data from from the custom hook, like count, then increment, decrement, reset. Okay, then here you use the custom hook. Okay, now you see that here I can create a increment bottom. Okay, here I can create a increment bottom, and here nbsp. Now you see that increment bottom is created, and a decrement bottom is created, and a reset bottom is created. Okay, here I use nbsp. Okay, means non break space point. I use some little bit of space, and on click, inside the on click, here I directly pass the increment and decrement and reset. Okay, here I use some destructuring. Okay, you don't be confused. Okay, here I use destructuring. Now you see that if I just increase, just place when I just click here, automatically the value is increase, and here the value is decrease. Okay, and here if I just click here, then the value is reset, the value set to 0. Okay, so I think you understand how to create a custom hook. Okay, so let's understand a new topic, conditional rendering. Okay, so here I create another file, learn conditional rendering, rendering.jsx. Okay, conditional rendering. Okay, so what can I do? I create a functional react functional based component, rfce, and here I just test this code is properly mount or not. Here I double. Okay, so yeah, so inside the app.jsx, here instead of I just comment out the learn custom hook. because you already understand this thing. So here I create a learn conditional rendering. Okay, where is the learn conditional rendering? Yeah, this one, learn conditional rendering. And now you just see that learn conditional rendering is visible. Okay, and it's already imported also. Okay, and go to the conditional learn conditional rendering, and here you just see that. Here what can I do? I just create a login button. Okay, here I just first I create a here I just create a const each login. Okay, I each login and set each login. Okay, first I'm not a login user. Okay, after I do something, then I can be a login user. Okay, so you just see that it's a messy code. Here you see that if here I use the ternary operator. Here you see that I use ternary operator. Each login, if each login, here I write the JavaScript. That's why I use this pair bracket. And here I write that if each login, then you just do something like I write a paragraph, welcome back. Okay, welcome back, or you are logged. Okay, you login back. Okay, you can write uh, login success, login success, login success. Okay, please login. If you are not login, means if each login is false, if each login is false, so please login option is there. Please login option is there. Now you just see that the please login option is visible because I'm not logged. Okay, I'm not a logged user because the default value is false. Okay, so here I don't want a if state. Okay, use state is imported. Okay, now you just see that bottom. Here I have a bottom. This one is a bottom, and I don't want a set login. Set login. Here I can write a custom function also, which is responsible for here write a and login handle login const handle login. Okay, login function. Okay, and this and const handle login function. Okay, and this is this function is handling, so it's just this function is executed. Okay, if not login, if my user is not login. Okay, I just convert it into when I just click this button, automatically this function is fired, and I say that if my login user is already logged, so make it log out, and if the user is not logged, means just allowed login. Okay, login this user. Okay, so that's why I use the if not is logged. Okay, so now you see that and what can I do? Here I just change the inside the unclick. Here I change this function. I just change to handle login. Okay, handle login. You can write anything. Okay, here, and if you want, you can refresh the page also. Now you see that login success and login success and login. Now you see that the bottom also change. Now you see the logout is up showing, login is showing. Okay, so how it's possible? Now you see that here inside the bottom also, here inside the bottom also I use a conditional rendering. Okay, here I use a conditional rendering by using ternary operator. Okay, this operator known as ternary operator. Okay, the question mark is a ternary operator, and this one is if part. If you and this one is a else part. Okay, if this one is false, so this else part is executed. Okay, and we have some another type of rendering also. There's some logical and is there. Okay, logical, we can use logical and for creating a simple if condition. Okay, simple if condition means we don't have any else part. Okay, we don't have any else part. Okay, so how to create this type of thing, like here I can use the, instead of using conditional operator, here if I use double and, and here I don't want the else condition, here the else condition is not required. Now just see that if the user is, if user is login, then the logout option is visible. Okay, now you see that the user is logged. If the user is logged in, then now you see that logout option is visible. Okay, this logout option is visible, and if I just click this thing, now the disappear, this bottom is disappear. Okay, now you see that the bottom is disappear. I don't have anything, this logout option is not visible. Okay, so like that. And this one is a simple if, but I just explain in another way. Just refresh. Okay, I just write something. Okay, so if the login is there, so here I can write a simple if. Okay, so if here the same thing is there, if login is there, user is login. Okay, you can use double and. Okay, you can use double and, not inside the bottom, I just write outside the bottom. Okay, outside the bottom, here outside of the bottom, here I will write a h1 tag, and here write a JavaScript. Welcome back, please. Take this example, is if he is login, welcome back, and please log in to continue. Okay, so here I don't want the else part. Here I don't want the else part, because I just try to write a simple if condition. Okay, just reject, and here I use the logical and. Okay, now you see that welcome back. Okay, welcome back is visible if the user is logged in. Okay, or else your it's not visible. Okay, this one is a simple if you know Python, so in Python or any programming language, we write some simple if where the else condition is not there. Okay, now you see that when I just log in, your welcome back is there. Okay, when I log out, the welcome back is disappear. Okay, because this due to the logical and. Okay, when we use logical and, in that time only if simple if condition is activated. Okay, and when we use ternary operator, in that time we have some if, you just it's mandatory you pass the if condition and the else condition also. If you only pass the if condition, it's throwing an error. Okay, now you just see that if I just remove this thing, it is throwing an error. Okay, yeah, I think you understand this thing. Let's go to the next topic. I think it's everything is okay, this thing. Okay, so let's understand a new topic. What is the meaning of map? Okay, so learn, here I create a map function. Okay, so here I create a new file, learn map. Okay, map dot .jsx. Okay, yeah, here I just create a rfce RFCE. Okay, so here I create a empty fragment. Okay, and here just write learn map, and inside the app.jsx here I create a here I just create a learn map. Okay, learn map. Okay, and you just see that automatically it's imported, because in my device it's automatically imported. If it's not possible, then you can import manually. Okay, otherwise it's not working in your system. Okay, learn map. Okay, so inside the learn map here, what can I do? So let's create a map function. Okay, so how the map function is working? So if I have a list, okay, const I have a students are there, or if I write okay, I just write student or student, many students are there. Like if I just create a okay, create something like a student list. The first student is my name Suraj. Okay, John Smith. Okay, many students are there. Okay, so what can I do? Now you see they automatically suggest everything. Const student, and here if I just write these all are my student. Okay, these all are my student. Const student equal to these all are my student, and here I create a UL. Okay, on order list, and this one is on order list. Okay, and here inside this on order list, here I just create a order list. Okay, here I create a Java. I write some JavaScript. Okay, so write student 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 dot students, I think. Yeah, students dot map. Okay, inside the map function, here I write a map function take a arrow function. Okay, so this one is my arrow function where I pass the student and index also, index, and I return this thing. Okay, I return the simple else. Okay, here you can pass a player bracket also, but I write single statement, so that's why I simply just return this thing. Okay, li, and here the main thing is you write the key also. Yeah, and a key equal to index, because index are unique, so that's why I pass the key equal to index and a student. Okay, now you see that everything is visible. I think you can see the John, and this one and this one and this one, everything is visible. Okay, and everything is inside the now you see that everything inside the JavaScript syntax. Okay, inside the flower bracket. Okay, because this one is HTML, and inside the HTML I write the JavaScript, so that's why I use the JavaScript flower bracket, and then student dot map. Okay, student dot map, and student means this list. Okay, this array, whatever you can say. I am coming from Python background, so that's why I say that the list. Okay, this is a data structure in Python. Okay, student dot map. Okay, student dot map, and inside the map function take a arrow function. Okay, arrow function, and inside the arrow function I take a parameter like student. Here I just take a student. It's not a student, you can yes, you can write the s also, and if you write s, so here also you can write s also, you can write anything. Now it's also working. Okay, but the index is the, you write the index. Okay, because its key is required. If I just remove it, so in the console you have some issue is there. Okay, inside the console if I go to the console, now you just see that there are some issue is there. Okay, because the React key issue is there, unique key is required. You just see that unique key is require, and if I refresh this thing also, even the problem is not gone. Okay, so that's why here key is when I just put the key and I refresh it, the key issue is solved. Okay, because previously I also tested if I don't pass any key, so it's throwing an a key error. Okay, now I think you understand properly what is the meaning of map function. Okay, so if you like this video, please subscribe my channel for getting this type of content. Okay.